Pandemic has certainly changed the look and feel of this year's legislative session at the Georgia State Capitol. Our Rebecca Schramm joining us live now. And Rebecca, one of the annual traditions we've known for years the lawmakers have looked forward to is really taking a different tone this year.
It really is, Karen. You know, we've covered the Eggs and Issues breakfast for many years. It was different this morning, partly because of the pandemic, but also because Georgia is no longer a solidly red state. In years past, the annual Eggs and Issues breakfast, sponsored by the Georgia Chamber of Commerce, was held in a huge ballroom at the Georgia World Congress Center. But this year, because of the pandemic, the breakfast went virtual.
Please join me in welcoming Governor Brian Kemp.
Good morning and thank you, Teresa.
As usual, the business community got a preview of the governor's priorities for the legislative session.
That's why my budget proposal will include $1 million in tourism marketing funds to rebuild the state's vibrant hospitality industry.
None of the state's top leaders, who are all Republicans, mentioned the unrest in Washington, D.C., but Georgia House Speaker David Ralston did acknowledge an interest in election integrity from members of his party.
Some of those concerns may or may not be well-founded, but there may be others that are.
In an unusual move, the breakfast also featured a conversation with new leaders in Georgia's minority party, the top House Democrat James Beverly and State Senator Tanya Anderson, head of Georgia's Legislative Black Caucus, asking them about election reform.
We will absolutely vigorously fight it, but it's not something that we should be talking about now because it's a small issue that they've made this enormous thing.
We should never make it harder for people to be able to vote. We should make it easier.
And remember, Republicans are still in charge of both chambers of the state legislature. But of course, Georgia just voted for a Democrat for president and sent 2 Democrats to the U.S. Senate for the first time in many years. So Georgia is becoming a purple state, which is why business leaders are now much more interested in what Georgia Democrats have to say. Live at the state capitol, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
Absolutely, Rebecca. Thank you.